When you first open up the Kingdom Wars PvP event, you'll see this map where you can zoom out to see the whole area or zoom in to see closer the tiles that you're trying to look at. Now, the yellow tiles are the one that your team owns, and the red tiles belong to the enemies. The tiles with the little circles in the middle are the ones that you can attack. And once you've scored enough points against that tile, you will take over that territory and start earning points. Now, if you look down at the very bottom right-hand corner of the screen, you'll see this legend that explains what each tile means. The most important one that I want to explain is the one at the very bottom that says attack order. It's that dark one that with a skull in the middle. This is the marked territories that your officers can select, which lets you know which ones to target. You want to work on that as a team because you want to score as many points as you can, as quick as you can, in order to take that territory before the enemy takes it over and you lose all your progress. Each tile will have a certain amount of HP, or the amount of points you need to score against that tile in order to claim it as yours. And if your team does not take the tile before another team does, then you will lose all your progress on that tile and it will essentially go to waste. So when the event starts, you'll click on a tile and it will let you attack, and you'll get to pick a target to attack. The territories that are not owned by a team will have PvE bases that you can attack for points that earn more points depending on the difficulty. Once a team has taken the territory, you'll have to attack players from that team in order to score points and eventually take over that territory. Each tile is worth a different amount of points, and you can find that here in the rules section, showing that regular territories are worth 10 VP per hour, or victory points per hour. Minor monuments are worth 40 victory points per hour, and major monuments are worth 100 victory points per hour. Now, this is a very important concept that I don't think everyone fully understands, is that points are dependent on how many hours you maintain each territory. So, a big mistake would be to save all your resources to the very end of the event, and in the last day, spend all your resources to claim a large area of territory and take over the monuments just for the last day, because the points you earn are only based on the number of hours you hold each territory. So the important thing is to claim as much territory as you can early on and maintain it throughout the event. And if you can maintain these monuments, this is a minor monument, and the major monuments here with the 2 lines in the middle and it's red, these ones will give you more points. What determines the points you get is how long you hold these tiles. And that will show up on the right side here in the leaderboard. It will show you how much VP you have total and how much VP you're earning every hour. And that's why it's so important to work as a team, to attack the marked targets, to progress to the same location together. If you spread all your points out on all the surrounding tiles, you will have much more difficulty actually claiming a tile to start earning points. And other teams will have a chance to steal that tile before you do, and your points will go to waste and you'll have to start from zero all over again. Now, after the event has been going on for a while, the map will start to look like this, with all your territories surrounded in yellow and all the enemy territories surrounded in red. As you expand, you want to be careful not to keep your territory too thin, as you can see in the middle of this picture, because if the enemy takes over those territories in the middle and cuts you off from your home base, then you will not be able to defend any of the territories that have been cut off until you reconnect those territories to your main island. In this picture, you can see that the enemy has taken over those 2 territories marked with X's, and in the box below, you can see that's their main territory, and you can only attack tiles that are touching the main group of territories that is connected to your initial main tile. This means that you cannot defend your territories, including the minor and major monument on the left, and the enemies can start to take over those tiles until you reconnect your territories and allow you to start fighting back. However, you will still be earning hourly victory points for all those tiles that are not connected. I personally get the least enjoyment from this PvP event because it feels like a constant grind the entire time, and that you constantly have to be there spending more and more resources to maintain the territories you've gained. And another thing that's really frustrating is the energy refills reset every 24 hours, which contributes to this difficulty of having enough resources to maintain your progress. So I hope this was a helpful overview of how the Kingdom Wars event works, with some tips and strategies to help your team succeed.